Hello everyone, I am Randy Suarez, aka Silva Crow, today back here with another amazing reaction. And I did say this, that I'm going to react to two of my CJ DaChamp reaction videos, and because when I did those, I was still in my trying this out phase of this YouTube channel, and it's safe to say I'm making this crap work. And I wanted to react to this because, you know, bad quality on all the other stuff. Again, I was trying things out and see how it would stick. And let's just say things stick more than I thought it would. But we here to react to CJ DaChamp, DIO, the generational hater. And by the way, this man is more than just a generational hater. This man is a menace on freaking bloodline society ever. Like, if you talking about a generational hater, he's probably the poster child for that. And like, he has no reason to hate, but he does. But that's DIO. But anyway, if you like any of this content, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Like, comment, and subscribe to CJ DaChamp. I will leave the original link to this video down below so you can watch it uninterrupted. Also, link to my Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. You can follow me on those social platforms. Also, link to my Cashapp. Feel gracious enough to donate. Whatever you want to donate, that's fine. You don't, that's fine as well. Same thing to super thanks. But by donating, like, comment, subscribe, sharing, all that good stuff, however you show your support, it lets me know you rock with the reaction content. Rock with the channel, and rock with your boy. But further ado, buckle up, and let's get started. Alright, we here with some more CJ DaChamp, or CJ DaChamp, DIO, the generational hater. Like I said, this is a reaction, and I already explained why in the beginning of the video, so y'all know. So, but let's go.
Take a step, I dare you. So he tries to climb it, but he keeps on climbing the same stair over and over and over again. DIO's like, wow, what's wrong? You on 400 ping or something? You know what? While you struggle with your lag spikes, I'm gonna sit in this chair that's conveniently here right over this staircase.
Hey man, shout out to the homie CJ for hitting 2 milli. I know I'm doing this, and you know, knowing we're waiting for the third trial for Shredder. But you know, I've been wanting to do this for a while. And sure enough, the freaking Slade one's coming up next. Then I'm gonna do Tanya and all the disrespectful moments of anime history up to the one that I already did. So anyway.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is finally time to return to the round table of Black Air Force activity. And our greatest challenger yet has finally approached, to be judged and to take his rightful seat at this sacred table of menaces. And it is none other than the greatest hater in anime history, DIO. The
greatest hater. The greatest hater is an understatement. This, again, I said in the beginning, this man is the poster child of generational hate. And he has no reason to. And that's the weird part. He is hating for someone who had more money than him, living a better life, and it's like, no, I want to take that, but I want to make you feel miserable while I do it. Like, dude, what's you got? But hey, here's the weird part. You can't knock his style either.
King of hating ass niggas, the pettiest of the petty, probably one of the greatest ops of all time. This man is truly Black Air Force incarnate. So bro, I ain't even gonna waste no time with this one, so y'all already know we got the evidence on deck. And it is finally time to observe the generational hater. So,
like, hold on, go back a little bit.
One of the greatest ops of all time. This man is truly Black Air Force incarnate. So bro, I ain't even gonna waste no time with this one, so y'all already know we got the evidence on deck. And it is finally time to observe the generational.
Like, peak the lean. Oh. Yeah, peak the lean. He does not give a
hater. So without further ado, Exhibit A. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you Exhibit A, DIO Brando. So to understand why this man has the most out-of-pocket hatred, we gotta go all the way back to 1880. So Dio started off in the trenches. Man was playing chess for money, getting beat up in the bar, and living in this old ass shack. So bro hella down bad. So his dad is dying, right? So he tells him, alright, listen here, boy. When I die, take this letter to the Joestar family. Now you see them niggas owe me a debt. I'll tell you, they some rich ass motherfuckers too. So you know what to do. Rob them niggas. Take every last cent. Make Pappy proud. So,
and here's the weird part. This is all started with Jonathan's dad. Yes, he said he's naive. He couldn't read the situation that he was about to get robbed. And this is the first part of JoJo's. Like, Jonathan's dad was going to get robbed. The mother already, died by protecting Jonathan. And it's weird. The point that I have to say this, the point that Dio's dad is the reason why Dio's mom is basically. So the hatred that Dio has for everyone, like, I don't blame him, but I'm blaming him because start with his crappy ass dad.
He died, so Dio's at the cemetery. He's like, about damn time your old ass died. I ain't gonna lie, I hated you. You drove mama to die. You was a piece of shit. So you can eat a dick on the pussy. So later on, Dio pulls up to the Joestar mansion. So Jonathan's like, hi, my name's Jonathan. This is my dog, Danny. So Dio's like, that's your dog? Yeah, isn't he great? Shit, your dog. My God, bro, somebody call Peter. This nigga just taking me the dog. Bro ain't even been here for a minute and he already starting shit. Look at him, bro. He already ready to scrap. So the dad come out and he like, yo, what are y'all doing? And Dio's like, oh, I am terribly sorry. That filthy animal was in my personal space. So George tells Jonathan, listen, Dio's gonna be living here from now on. So Jonathan goes over to touch his bag, but Dio grabs his hand and elbows him in the chest. So he comes down and he's like, listen, little nigga, this is my house now. I run this bitch, so I wanna hear shit from your little spoiled ass. I'm about to make your life hell. So it's time.
And the point thing, he has no reason to make his life hell. He has literally zero reason. You could just say, you know what? I want to live a better life than my dad and rub it in his grave. At least that pettiness could stay there. Nah, but that's what makes Dio a hell of an anime villain, like top tier.
Goes on as they start living together. Jonathan's having this boxing match. So the ref's like, hey, just to let you know, your opponent got changed. Huh? Yeah, you gonna be fighting him.
Oh my God. Round one. Fight.
Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, he can't even hit him. And a beautiful body shot landed by Dio. And a beautiful right straight to the jaw. My God, yo, this man just washed him in front of his hometown. So after Dio humiliated Jonathan started talking to, Arena and everything.
He skipped over the point that he basically, before he got to this point, made his life a living hell. Literally, well, he did say it, but the implication of what he did, he turned the townspeople against him. For no reason. I might add. The ultimate hating ass mother. But it's Dio.
So this man Dio decided to do the pettiest. He pulls up on her and says, hey, you JoJo girl, he been looking a little happy lately, and I don't like that a bit. Oh my gosh, bro, this man is so petty. He says, oh, you thought your first kiss was gonna be with JoJo? Nah, it was with me, nigga.
Como Dio da! So I have to say that it was I, Dio. And here's the most, besides the pimp slap that she gave him, she used muddy water in front of his face, said, I rejected all of this. And he found that really upsetting. And to come to find out, just a little bit fast forward, yeah, he is his father's kid, because he's got that much hatred for the entire world, for everybody. But he's that entitled too.
Oh my gosh, bro, this man is so petty. He says, "Oh, you thought your first kiss was gonna be with JoJo? Nah, it was with me, nigga." So later on, Jonathan ends up running up on Dio, and bro's like, "How dare you raise your voice at me? You should learn some respect." So he elbows him in the nose, and bro's like, "Yeah, stupid little nigga, you just mad cause I raised up your girl real good." But then Jonathan just started laying the hands on him, hit this man with the dip. So Dio's like,
I must deserve asshole.
You lay your hands on my beautiful face. Swear to God, I'ma shake your ass. But then George ends up stopping him. So Dio's like, "Don't think you're getting away with this. I don't take L's." So later on, the butler is walking outside and he's at the furnace and he sees this box. So he's like, "Oh, it's just a box." So he lights the furnace, but then something starts banging. So then later on in the day, they having a funeral cause the dog was in the furnace.
This man is a monster. Like, he's not just a generational. This man's a freaking monster. And luckily, he turned into the monster that he basically is. Spoiler warning. But yeah, like, he literally has no reason to hate. But he's hating.
Oh my God, bro, this man Dio put the dog in the furnace to burn him. Oh my God. So a couple of years pass and they end up becoming friends. Well, not really, because this man Dio is fake as hell. So George Joestar has gotten sick and he has a very bad cough. So the thing is, Dio has been giving this man medicine the whole time. But not his real medicine. This man has been poisoning him the entire time. And then Jonathan figured out, wait a minute. Didn't your dad have the same symptoms too? Oh my God, you killed your father. So then Dio's like, are you trying to press me right now? So he ends up swinging on Jonathan, but Jonathan just ate that John. Boy was like, bro, you best get to stepping out of my house.
And here's the thing. I love Jonathan. I love the character. But he went too easy on him. That's all I can say. He went too easy on Dio. Should have wore his... Yeah.
So he ends up throwing him off the balcony. So Jonathan's like, you a fake ass nigga. And I'm calling the cops. So Dio ends up dipping, but he takes the stone mask. So later on, he out here drunk as hell. So he ends up running into these two dudes. So bro smacks him in the jaw. And he's like, this is a perfect time. Time to test out this stone mask. So he puts it on this dude and runs him into the other dude so it stabs him. So then the mask activates with the blood. And he done turned this man into a whole vampire. So the dude starts to choke him out, but that top of the morning end up getting his ass. So after this, Dio pulls back up to the house. So Jonathan runs up on him. He was like, yeah, I done figured out you've been poisoning my dad. So Dio's trying to plead his case. Then Speedwagon in the corner like, I don't trust that nigga with his old capping ass. And then George is behind the curtains. So Dio's like, well, I ain't got nothing to lose now. Bring me that ass. So he ends up stabbing George. And he's like, yes, it's Morbid Tom.
I totally forgot that he added it in there because apparently I saw Morbius once, and when they said that, I nearly lost it. Like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, bro, why would I? No.
They end up shooting him, and Dio ends up going out the window. So about a minute later, while everybody...
After the police chief gave the whole statement of yada yada yada, arresting Dio's dad, because he had Jonathan's father George's jewelry, but turns out he gave that to him to sell out for money to support his family. Yeah.
Thinking he dead, they're like, why is his body gone? And he
snaps
this man's head clean off, and now he's a whole ass vampire. So bro just started bodying everybody in the house. So then he goes over to fight Jonathan, but he ends up burning him. But obviously, that ain't do nothing. He just shrugged it off. And yo, look at this man walking up the wall like a Louis Vuitton model. What the f***? nigga said Kim K got shit on me. And look at Jonathan, he like, oh my God. His zestiness is too strong.
Oh.
So mans had to tackle him all the way from the roof.
Father,
and
get
impale
me
this
straight!
man on a spear.
Look at that.
So he could finally burn the ash, but obviously that's not gonna work.
Hello?
So after this,
To be honest, he should have died. But, yeah.
DiO does a bunch of shenanigans.
He does.
First off, this man turned Jack the Ripper into a vampire. So then he goes over and takes over this entire village, turned basically almost everybody into zombies, kidnapped this little boy's sister, stepped on this dog. What the f is that, bro? Like, honest to God. And then, oh boy, this is probably the worst thing this man ever did.
Show it.
So
show
he
it.
got this lady and her baby up here. So she's like, please, please just spare my child. And DiO's like, bitch, please, who you think I is, your baby daddy? I ain't got time to take care of your damn kid. So he turns her into a zombie and makes her eat her baby. No, I'm done. No. This is probably the first time I've ever done this, but I don't care. Go ahead and sit down, bro. I'm done.
It was his first, but not his last. He did it to Arnold's Voldigo, which is one of my favorite reactions because, you know, Arnold's Voldigo is the Giga Chad. I know this is glazing to the max. Giga Chad of the Black Force Energy, so yeah.
It's the most demonic shit I have ever seen besides when Boo Satan is in heaven. This is right behind it. What the actual
I will be reacting to that after I react to the Slade one. The Majin Buu, I'll be reacting to that after I do the Slade one.
Nah, bro, we ain't even done with Exhibit A, and I just had to go ahead and sit the mans, bro. I had to give this man a fast pass. He skipped the line. Bro said, yeah, I'll spare him, aight. So after a bunch of traumatic-ass events, Jonathan finally pulls up on DiO, so he's like, wow, congratulations, you beat all of my sub-bosses. Tell me real quick, how's that Zeppeli pack hitting?
Oh, you dick.
So then they about to scrap, but DIO comes in and he's like, no, this is my fight. So he jumps up to kick him, but DiO grabs both of his legs and makes him do the splits. Then he freezes his entire body. Then he says, you know, men shouldn't do the splits, right? Because that's how you break your bones. Yo, bro shattered this man's body. So then Jonathan comes in and slices him in half with his sword. But DiO's like, you really thought that old bullshit was gonna work? Say psych right now. Let me tell you something right now. Yo, hormone training is ass. You are ass. So then DiO jumps at him, but
Oh man, I'm sorry. Anyone who quotes JoJo, which I do too, don't be so obnoxious with it. I mean, I don't mind a good JoJo quote, as y'all can see, but I have met people who they live and breathe JoJo quotes. I'm like, dude, reel it in. Come on, you can do it. You embarrass yourself in front of the host. Come on.
Jonathan hits him with this 1080 fucking punch. So DiO's like, impossible!
Got you, Barry the Platypus!
So some time passes. So Jonathan and Arena end up getting married. So while they are on their honeymoon, Jonathan ends up seeing one of DiO's assistants. So he runs after him and they end up going to this casket. So bro opens the casket and he pulls DiO's head out of the casket. Then DiO says, happy honeymoon, nigga. Hey, first off, I just want to give my congratulations, even though I did steal your girl's first kiss. Congratulations, my bad I couldn't make the wedding, but I knew I would have been your best man, right? Tell me something real quick. How my lips taste? So bro laser beams this man, turns everybody on this ship into zombies, and ends up jacking this man's body. And he rested at the bottom.
Basically, he cut off his head, placed his head on his body, and rested for decades, for nearly 100 years. And here's the weirdest part, the weird part. Before you go into the Exhibit D, they actually did like each other, but they're on opposing sides. Let that sink in. I'm like, no way in hell person murked my father, turned a town full of vampire zombie ghouls. Oh, I still love him. No, put this man into the dirt. But again, it's freaking Dio.
The ocean for years, 1889 to 1983. So yeah, that was Exhibit A, and it's finally time to move on to Exhibit B.
Dun dun.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you Exhibit B, Dio. So after Dio came out of his casket in 1983, this is when he took stuff to the next level. Bro was on his Kanye arc. Nigga dropped off his last name and said, "You will know me as capital D, capital I, capital O." Mans was going around beating cheeks, beat some cheeks, made Jorno, beat some old cheeks, had 3 other ugly ass kids with Jonathan's body, and he would just drink their blood after he finished beating their cheeks. Then,
and that's another weird part, that when he did do that, he normally kills them, except for several. He didn't kill 3 of them, and one of them is basically Jorno's mom.
he ended up meeting Poochie, his hating ass successor, passed down his hating ass ideology to this nigga, got his stand from Enya the Hag's ugly ass. And yo, this man was just so mysterious at the beginning of Stardust Crusaders. You ain't even see his face till like 45 episodes later.
True.
Everybody just had stories of meeting him. Avdol was like, yeah, I saw that nigga. I was walking up the stairs, right, and I saw this big motherfucker. He was licking his lips and shit. But I was like, hell no, I ain't into that freaky shit, you feel me? So I jumped out the window and guy hit the dash, boy, I was stepping. Then they ran into Polnareff. Polnareff was like, yeah, I remember that nigga. Yo, he brainwashed me and shit. Mans took me into this room and he had the gypsy ball and shit. Nigga was like, I can tell your future. And he brainwashed this man Kakyoin too. But nah, it's what he did to Whole Horse. While Dio was reading a book, this man really tried to pull a gun on him. Then when he's about to shoot him, Dio's like, are you positive you want to pull that trigger? Then bro teleports right behind him. And he was like, ooh la la. I liked how you pulled that gun out on me.
Pause.
We should do this more often.
No.
Dog had this man shaking in his boots. So when they finally get to Egypt after facing all the sub-bosses, Polnareff ends up walking up on this staircase and finally finds Dio. So Dio's like, wow, congratulations, y'all made it. I mean, you down 2 people, but congratulations. Hey, but I'll tell you this though, you walk up that step, you're dead. Take a step, I dare you. So he tries to climb it, but he keeps on climbing the same stair over and over and over again. Dio's like, wow, what's wrong? You on 400 ping or some shit? You know what? While you struggle with your lag spikes, I'm gonna sit in this chair that's conveniently here right over this staircase. So then everybody else finally ends up coming in. So Dio's like, the sunlight, I must retreat. So about a minute later, they climb this staircase and they see this casket. So Joseph's like, hey, ugly ass boy, open the casket. So he opens the casket and he sees himself in the casket.
Oh!
So they like, oh shit, hey, jump up.
Hey man, say what you will, Dio likes to play with his food. He really does. He doesn't care. He's a showman at the latest when it comes to this, cause he's gonna kill you, but he's gonna have fun doing it.
Yo, the fact that this man Dio put this man in the casket like that. Man's killed him in the blink of an eye and shoved him in the casket just so he could give him a little scare. So they are running away and Dio's like, yes.
Take the lead.
Begins. So later on, bro walking down the street and he's like, I like this car. So Dog's like, hey, what you think you're doing, cuz? This car belongs to the senator. But he just breaks his arm and hops in the car. So then he looks at the senator, rips out his 2 front teeth, and he says, looks like you got a date with the Tooth Fairy tonight. Now get your ass in the front seat and drive. So while they driving, they hit a traffic jam. So the senator's like, yo, I can't drive. Then Dio says, you know the sidewalk's wide open, right? So he starts driving on the sidewalk and Dio says, floor it. So he made this man run over all these people just to get out of a traffic jam. Jesus Christ. So he finally ends up catching up to him. So Kakyoin tries to use Emerald Splash on him, but Dio just looks at it. He's like, wow, so pretty. Get the shit out of my face. Them folks sucks. So while they keep on driving, he throws the senator through their car. So they end up dipping and going on top of the roof, so Dio follows them. So then Kakyoin sets up this trap. So it's like, haha.
And this is when Kakyoin just got back with the group. Like a few episodes in.
Have you now? So show me your standability. So Dio's like, I then witness true hatred. The ratio!
The ratio.
So then Dio
So
goes
well
over to him and says, this is my standability. The ratio. I can stop time and ratio anybody in the amount of mere seconds. In just a blink of an eye, I could freeze your account and gain hundreds, no, thousands of likes before you even get one. Now, I'm about to fist you.
Ooh!
And no pause, because we're already paused. Resume. So Joseph was like, oh nah, what's the best thing I know how to do? Hit the jets and get the stepping.
I mean, yeah, Joseph know how to hit the jets.
So while he's chasing Joseph down, he ends up punching him off this roof. So Joseph sees Jotaro and he's like, oh my god, my nigga, do not come any closer. So then Dio sees him and he's like, both of them at the same time. Time to end this mid-ass bloodline. So then Dio comes down and just starts walking towards him, smacking cats, smacking people like they mannequins. And he's like, I could only used to give one L at a time, but now I can give two. It'll eventually be 10 to 20 to thousands. So I leave you with my parting gift. And with that, Ishio. So then he looks at Jotaro and he's like, you're next, little nigga. So Jotaro starts walking towards him, so he's like, so you're approaching me? You trying to fall off like your granddaddy, nigga? But he's like, nah, I gotta get closer to you so I can beat the shit out your ass. So Dio's like, I like that energy, nigga. Come get this fade. So they start boxing and Dio hits him with this nasty. And he's like, that's what I used to hit your granddaddy with back in the day. Now catch this ratio. So they keep on scrapping, so Jotaro ends up punching him into this jewelry store. So while he's knocked out, he gets up and looks at the lady and he's like, hey, make yourself useful and fetch me my leg. So she started to get scared, so he said, bitch, hurry the f up and give me my goddamn leg. So he ends up killing her and taking her blood, and he's like, oh.
Again, he has no reason to, and yet he does it. Again, I said it multiple times in this video already. It's freaking Dio.
We just getting started, you overgrown man-child.
To be honest, I like Jotaro too, but he's an overgrown man-child. Dude, he looked like that at 17. Like, bro, what? I didn't even look like 17 when I was 17. I actually look like I was still in middle school, to be honest.
Be ready for a knife party. So then bro ended up throwing all these knives at this man. Like, can somebody please tell me where this man was storing all of these knives at? Like,
do you really want to know, CJ? I questioned that at first, then my roommate stopped me. Because he's the one who got me into this. Do you really want to know? Because I don't. I still don't. I wish I didn't know the first time.
bro, like, ain't no way that belt buckle handled all of those. So he ended up stabbing him. So while he's on the ground, Dio's like, I guess I'll just kill him with this road sign. But then Polnareff comes from the top rope. And then Dio just stops him and he's like, oh, that tickled. Go ahead and move to the side for me. So then the cops pull up, but Dio's like, really? 12. So then he starts controlling the other cop. He's like, I need you to aim right and precisely, right there. So he makes him shoot him. And yo, this man is so determined to make sure that he is dead. He is lying on the ground trying to hear a heartbeat. I was like, I better not hear this nigga take a breath. But you know what, just to make sure, I'm gonna chop off his head with this road sign. But Jotaro ended up cracking him upside the head. And he... Hey,
in the weirdest way, Jotaro is not just a brute. He's a very smart one. And he outsmarted the person who's been doing this for years. So,
hit him so hard he can't even move his legs. So he's like, no, I gotta go. So he ends up stopping time and hanging onto the back of his taxi. Then Jotaro ends up chasing him down. And why is he in the
How you
sewer
got
right
there?
now? So then he ends up sitting in
That's the question that I still want to answer to this day. Like, dude, how the hell you got there?
flying. But then this man Dio starts screaming at him. He's like, ha ha, you fool! You fell for my trap! Don't you remember this same street? So we ended up punching him to the street that Joseph's body is at. And he ends up taking all of his blood. He sucked that man dry.
Pause.
And now he's awakened Dio. And bro is losing his mind. He's like, yes, this glorious power is even giving me green lipstick. Oh, I can't wait to give you a big, fat, juicy kiss.
No.
So they start scrapping again, and Dio's just starting to go off the deep end now. Bro's like, this body is so juicy. Now run me my money, nigga. So Jotaro ends up going flying, so Dio's like, oh, Jojo, what do you think you're doing, you sack of shit?
Muda!
With this final attack, I will finally end your mid-ass bloodline for good. The ratio! Then he comes down and he's like, I'm about to create the greatest meme in anime history.
No lie.
L has passed. 2 L's have passed. 3 L's have passed. So we gotta be thinking, okay, yo, what is this man charging up? It's gotta be like a spirit bomb or a Sengon, a Getsuga, or I don't know, a Dragon Fist. No, this man does the unthinkable. This man dropped a steamroller on him. He dropped a steamroller on him. Who in their right mind would think of this? Bro saying, I could end his life with anything right now. You know what I want to do? I'ma fly over to this construction site, grab this big ass steamroller, fly it all the way back, and slam it on. What? That is just doing the most.
Not just that. Like I said multiple times in this video, it's freaking Dio.
So then he starts beating me. And for the longest time, for all these years, I thought, yo, he's beating the hell out of this with his fist. No, take a closer look. He is beating this with his elbows. He got some elbow action going on with this shit. So then he's like, it's no use! You fella! Oh, shit! Then Dio's like, yes, I finally done it. After all these long years. Ratio power! I have finally ratioed the entire f***ing Joestar family. All you bitch ass niggas fell the f*** off. My ratio power has now exceeded to 9 L's. But then Dio ends up realizing he can't move because Jotaro just stopped time. It was like, impossible. This is bullshit. So then he ends up kicking him off the steamroller. So then they end up having one final clash. But then Jotaro hit.
Before we go into the last bit of this video, a lot of people were confused. Like, how did Jotaro did that? People forget that he still has Jonathan's body, and you think someone in his bloodline won't have the same abilities? Technically, he has the same ability as Joseph too, with purple hermit, no hermit purple, whatever, you know. And I'm like, yeah, he's gonna have the ratio power in these cases as well, though. I'm like, yeah, it's again, you have Jonathan's body, man. Come on.
With the counter ratio. Then he says, you know, man, there's only one reason why you lost. You just simply pissed me off. Get off my family dick. So yeah, I mean, I already sat the man, so what more could I say? I mean, I could get into some of the stuff that happens in part 6, but that would be getting into spoilers for anime only, so I'm not gonna do all that, but yeah, bro, this man is a menace. This is a demon incarnate. Man tormented this family for damn near 100 years, made a lady eat her own child, and along with dropping a steamroller on a nigga, no, pack your bags. Bro, pass this test with ease. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I forgot to go to outro, so I'll just leave y'all with this.
Subscribe, nigga. Oh, man, CJ, bro. I enjoy re-reacting to this because at the end of the day, I grew since my first video, you know, at the end of the day. And this channel has grown since, you know, that first video. But I hope this does well, because at the end of the day, I will be redoing the Slade one. Then I will be doing Boo, Tanya, and all the disrespectful moments of animated history, to the point that I already did. I think I did 7 already. So, but yeah. But that's the end of the video. So you like any other content, please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Like, comment, subscribe to CJ DaChamp. I will leave the original link to the video down below, so watch it uninterrupted. And let me know in the comments down below, who is your favorite JoJo character? Let me know in the comments down below. But till next time, please take care of yourself, stay hydrated, stay safe, stay warm. Peace out.
Little questions is everything they know about you.